Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And we're starting off today with something that I and probably everyone watching saw coming from a mile away. The newest batch of GI has been announced to be released in late September, and lo and behold, Char is amongst them. And he's even coming with some pretty interesting accessories like a memo pad, a cup, which I can certainly appreciate, 6 time bombs, a ladder because why not, some weapons, and of course a rock so that he can strike his famous pose. The two other soldiers then are a male and female normal suit soldier, and I'm a bit disappointed that the male normal suit soldier isn't the same body type as Char, because he does come with that one bazooka that Char used during the greatest headshot, not just in Gundam history, but in all of history, I would say. Anyways, Burger King Duke Nukem can be displayed with or without his helmet, comes with some extra weapons, and he's got a laptop along with a briefcase containing important stuff. But not as important as the stuff in the cooler box that the female normal suit soldier comes with. And yes, that actually is a cooler box, and yes, it comes with food. She's also permanently wearing sunglasses because she's just that cool. And other than some standard weapons then, she also comes with a set of hooks, and now I can't stop thinking that she does kinda look like Lara Croft. The bonus parts this time around can be combined for a Char-led infiltration mission to bomb the feds. Sure, why not? Like I said before, they're all scheduled for late September. The normal soldiers are going for 4,620 yen a piece, and Char is 4,950 yen. So about $45 a piece. Or if you choose to pre-order the triple set through either P Bandai or the Mega House store, you'll also get some extra faces. And while you're shopping around for P Bandais, you might also want to consider getting the Realistic Model Series Gundam Seed High Grade Series Archangel Catapult deck, or get 2 of them because, you know, the Archangel does have 2 of them. Reservations opened on the 30th, and along with them, we also got to see the impressive features that this thing has. It's an extremely detailed replica of the real thing with a bunch of cool gimmicks going on. The door opens up, the rails slide out, you've got a cage for the mobile suit that's about to launch, there's the energy cable, and there are even parts that hold on to the Strike's weapons and the Striker pack, just like they do in the anime. Although I must add that they only show those things for the Ale Striker pack, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work with the other Striker packs, just keep that in mind. Then as a cherry on top, we've got some really cool LED lighting, and you can also remove the top panel and the side panel to get a clearer look at what's happening on the inside. In one word, this set is awesome. And what you see is what you get. It is all pre-painted, with the only thing left to do is applying the water slide decals. But this also means that there's going to be an unfortunate price tag to match. 21,780 yen, or around $200 for the set. Another P Bandai reservation that opened up then is the Mobile Suit Ensemble X Strike Freedom Gundam. At 4,950 yen, again around $50, it might only be a fraction of the price of the Archangel hanger we just had a look at, but I feel that this is still quite a lot of money for what we're actually getting. Now that being said, what we are getting is pretty much the full package. There's even an action base and effect parts for all of the Dragoons, so you can replicate that full burst mode and all of that good stuff. So I'm sure that for the Strike Freedom fans who also like SD figures, this is something worth getting. One thing that I also noticed with a lot of these ensemble figures is that they tend to include clear beam saber effect parts instead of colored ones. Now, not optimal if you want to display it as is, because, well, it is a figure, but it is a neat feature if you want to paint it in a clear color of your choosing. Currently, it's slated for a September release. Then for the May releases, Bandai has given us the exact release dates. On the 22nd, we're getting the highly anticipated, at least I did, high-grade After Colony Death Scythe for 1,650 yen, $15. The SDW Heroes Edward II V or Victory for 660 yen, and the SDW Heroes Benjamin V2 Gundam also for 660 yen or around $6. Then on the 29th, we're getting the regular release of the entry grade RX-78 Gundam with the shield and the beam rifle for 770 yen, around 70 USD. A nice looking budget option for those who want to get into Gunpla and also need a Granddaddy Gundam. Now, for the sensitive builders in the audience or the hardcore builders in the audience, please look away for a second, because one of the selling features of the entry grade is you can build it without tools. So one of the things they show that you're able to do is just rip the pieces straight off the runners. Brutal. As for the stuff you could get this week then, starting off with some interesting paperwork. On the 30th, we got 4 types of origami model. The RX-78-2, Char's Custom Zaku-2, the Goof, and Char's Custom Zagog. And apparently, this origami model series is an educational toy that has been going for 60 years straight. Cool. I also appreciate that the paper sheets that you have to cut the parts from have runners drawn on them. So you kind of get the feeling that you're building a model kit. Which, considering that these are 1,580 yen each, you might want to do instead, because the end result of these origami models is very PlayStation 1-ish. On the same day, we also got this amazing book, I Love RGM 2. A book dedicated to one of the best mass production lines around. And what's very interesting is that on the cover, it has a list of the model numbers of the machine that will be covered in the book, and amongst them are the RX-119 and the RX-122. So I wonder if they're just using these numbers to indicate a prototype version of the James Gun and the Javelin respectively, or if they're going to be customized into Gundams. Regardless, the book will set you back 4,180 yen, around $40, and then the final normal release was the FW Converge X34 Xi Gundam on the 3rd for 3,850 yen. It comes with the Xi Gundam itself, which can turn into flying mode by parts forming, a stand, and of course, a soda-flavored piece of gum. Over at the Gundam base then, on the 1st we got a clear color version of the Master Grade 00 Riser and the High Grade Hizantli 2 Raw for 8,800 yen and 6,490 yen respectively, or around $80 and $60. And well, as I always say, clear color versions do make some sense with Master Grades, because then, well, you can at least see the inner frame. As for the high-grade Hizantli 2 Raw, we don't speak bad of Advance of Zeta on this channel. So, moving along to the Gundam Factory Yokohama, where on the same day they released a Garden Green Haro for 660 yen, and you know what? It does look like the perfect mascot character for a garden center or something. They also released a Gundam Factory Yokohama themed action base number 5 for 770 yen, so you can pose all of your Gundam Factory Yokohama Gunpla in some cool poses. And then finally there is the Gundam Factory Yokohama RX-78 F00 Gundam Caution Magnet for 2,200 yen, or $20. I'm sure someone desperately needed this in their life and paid up. Moving along to this week's Gundam Apparel, and I've got some very good news for Quattro fans. Or, to be specific, for the fans of his vest. Because on April the 30th, pre-orders went live at Bankore for the Quattro Begina Vest Project collection. I wish I was making this up. The main item here is, of course, a vest inspired by Quattro's outfit, which is so close to his actual outfit, but yet so far away. So I'm kinda getting like those cheap knockoff cosplay vibes from this, but this is definitely not a cheap thing at 15,400 yen, or like $140, $150. You can also get the design on a tote bag for 3,520 yen, so it looks like you're dragging around Quattro's dismembered and decapitated body. Is this collection for his fans or for his enemies? Fortunately, you can turn it inside out to get a much better Golden Hyakushiki team that does go really well with the vest. Then for 1,650 yen there's a pouch, and for 880 yen an acrylic keychain. All of these are scheduled for June, with the exception of the vest itself, which is going to be a July release. On the same date then, pre-orders also went live for the Char's Counterattack Amuro collection, where we get an interesting take on Amuro's emblem on a t-shirt for 3,300 yen, a tote bag for 2,200 yen, a cushion for 3,850 yen, a pouch for 1,650 yen, and an acrylic keychain for 880 yen. And all of these are currently slated for a July release. And if you want to go outside with these collections and still be rocking a complete Gundam outfit, you can also get the Kara Mask face masks, available in either Gundam, Earth Federation Space Forces, Zaku 2, or Principality of Zeon designs. They're due to launch in August and for 1,650 yen each. And then finally, for the kids, we have a navy blue Earth Federation Space Forces Friends t-shirt, a Haro Summer Vacation t-shirt, and a burgundy Principality of Zeon t-shirt. These are all available right now at Strict G for 3,300 yen, around $30. And you can also get Federation and Zeon caps for 4,180 yen each. And you know what? Despite being labeled as kids t-shirts, those designs are actually quite nice. Like, I've seen way worse adult t-shirt designs for Gundam. Poggy the man. Anyways, I think that is a very good closing statement for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great day, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.